So you clicked. If you click on the video, then you and me are on the same boat. We're probably looking for great audio for cheap for content creation. Now, whether you're a mobile content creator or an enthusiast, so look no further than the HollyLand Lark A1. This package is gonna give us great audio for cheap. You're actually listening to it right now. I do have two lav mics on because later on I'm gonna do a little comparison, but let's talk about what we get in the box. Now, HollyLand Lark A1 is a wireless microphone that you can connect to a lightning port smartphone or a USB-C. It records in really high quality, 24-bit audio. We also have auto limiting cancellation. Now this is an interesting one because it automatically detects loud sudden noises or pops, and it tries to filter it out by itself. So we'll see how it's doing right now with my piece and my speech, how well it cancels out those highs and sudden burst in sound. Now, unfortunately, there's no way to turn that on or off. We're just gonna have to trust the mic to do its thing. Another great feature is the intelligent noise cancellation, and actually that marketing, they're not wrong. It's pretty smart. It does an amazing job focusing on your voice and canceling any other noise out. Right now you're listening to me, but actually in reality, my window is open. Under me there's a fan, and you could probably hear the bikes outside racing. Yeah, if you can't, then that's telling you how awesome this mic is. It does a great job, and with one click, we can actually get true see. Now, more on that later. I don't want to spoil it, but you can already see how everything just got quiet and you only hear my voice. It's quite intelligent. All right, other things that we love about this mic have to be with software. The HollyLand app that you have to download to be able to customize the audio quality and different settings. It just makes the mic even better, including that what we talk about there and see the intelligent noise cancellation, but you also have control on your input. By default, it's at 5. I like to leave it at 4, but even 4 is a little bit too high. So right now I'm just trying 3. This is not my first time making this video. In the app, you'll be able to adjust the EQ, meaning there is the normal default one, but you also have a low bright setting, and what that does is for people with low voices or high voices, you could lower the frequency, giving you a little bit more of a deep voice, or for those that have too deep of a voice to have it more bright, so you bring out the highs. You also have a reverb EQ, which if you're going to be recording, again, for smartphone content creators on the go, you can record live directly into your TikTok, Instagram, your stories, whatever your reel is, and you could have reverb effect directly into the video you're doing, which is fantastic to give you a live natural sound. Since I have the combo, we do have 2 microphones. It's impossible to distinguish which one is mic 1 and mic 2, but in the app, through the app, you're able to identify the mics. We'll light up each mic a different color. You'll be able to see which one is mic 1 and mic 2, and this is important when you're doing interviews or you're doing recording in the stereo. Separates the left and the right channel audio. Then you'll be able to distinguish which one is the left and right. You have one of my favorite options, that is to turn off the indicator light. But actually that's the light you're able to use to identify what mode you're shooting on. So if you're shooting in NC, it will light green. Blue is for your standard default recording mode. You could actually just turn it off so that the microphone could even be more discreet. And the last thing we can talk about great about this microphone is just the battery life. Despite being so small, it has amazing battery life. And with the carrying case that you have on, you'll be able to charge this thing up quickly. The audio you have been listening to throughout this whole video has been just default input at level 3. The only thing I did in DaVinci Resolve is just tweak a little bit the EQ, just to bring up my voice a little bit, make it a little bit bright, vibrant, but there are no plugins, no effects done to the audio. So this is actually pretty raw stuff coming out of the microphone. But let's talk about some of the advantages of going with a combo setup. So having 2 microphones, you could hide them somewhere in the talent on yourself, and you're gonna have even better audio. But the great thing about shooting with two mics in the mono setup is that you could actually give this mic to the other talent, or maybe if you're doing an interview and both of you get recorded in one audio track and you won't have to do any audio sync in post. By far my favorite part about using two microphones is the ability to record in stereo. And here we are in the stereo mode, and I love this mode because you get crispier, clear sound, and not only that, it's very like surrounding because we actually have a left and a right channel. Sorry, I got them mixed up, but yeah, this is mic 1, mic 2. And if you could speak to one and to the other, you'll probably hear that in your ears differently because it's just in stereo. Now this comes in handy when you're going to record a musical instrument. You could actually set these mics up in front of that instrument and get nice stereo surround sound, or just for yourself. If you can hide these where they're not so visible, you're going to have amazing audio. And here we go. I have the microphone hidden inside my shirt. I don't know if this is going to create some muffle, so I'm going to move around doing some gestures as we're talking to see if you could get hearing the muffle inside the shirt. Now, I wouldn't recommend doing this. It's not designed for this. This is just going to help hide the mic even better. And if you don't want that logo sticking out, you could just put some tape, gaff tape on it, make it black. No one will probably even know this is a mic there. They'll probably just think it's part of the design of the shirt or a logo. That's the advantage of this, having this mic. It's very discreet, but at the same time, you're getting amazing audio. So now that you know this amazing, sounds great, it looks amazing, I'm just gonna show you some of the ways we can use this mic for playing musical instruments. Also, I'm gonna give you a test outside that I was doing again. This review video outside, but some things didn't work out. I messed up with some of the camera settings and it was just bad. But I'm gonna share with you what it sounds like outside and do the NC test as well outside. And then we'll compare these two mics inside. One of the clear advantages of shooting with the HollyLand is that we have noise cancellation. Now with one click of a button, it's gonna turn green, and now you shouldn't hear that water so much. I'm gonna turn it off. But even with the NC off, it sounds really good because there's certain scenarios like where I'm at right now. You know, it's gonna be strange if I'm talking to the camera and you're seeing water, but you don't hear it. It's gonna be so strange. So it's definitely, you gotta choose when you use the noise cancellation. Reverb is at medium. Now this whole time you have seen I have a lav mic on my chest as well. This is the Audio Technica Mono Lab, and right now you're listening to it straight out of the camera, and it's only in one channel because this is a mono, but in DaVinci Resolve we can split it up, turn it into a stereo, and it sounds nice, rich and full, but it is noisy. There is a lot of white noise. It's really hard to clean up in post, as you can see, I'll probably hear right now. And that's why I felt the need to get a dedicated, good microphone. I don't want to say professional because this is not a professional mic, but I could see it being used in some sort of budget commercial or interview. So now we're going back to the Lark A1. What do you guys think? It sounds amazing, right? This thing is a beast of a microphone. By far one of my favorite purchases probably this year. Now this combo, what is it gonna run you? For the combo itself, it cost me, I forgot, it was like almost 9,000 yens, I believe, which is probably like in US dollars, $70, $80 for this combo, but it's definitely affordable. Now, if you don't need the whole combo set, just getting the one mic with one receiver, I believe it's around $30 to $40. You're getting the same audio quality right now. You're listening to it. So I think that is by far the best bargain you can get for audio right now in 2025. This is a bargain. No wonder there's so many videos in YouTube talking about this mic. Yeah, they're not lying. It's awesome. It's for real. So if you guys enjoyed this video and the content, the sound quality, smashing that like button really helps out the channel. And also don't forget to subscribe. Hit the little bell while you're at it to let you know when other videos come out in the channel. But until then, y'all have a good one. Happy shootings.